the floors can't take no more. Stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored. As the floors can't take no more, stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored. As the floors can't take no more, stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored. the floors can't take no more. Stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored. Let's
Ray, and I'm live here at the 10 and 80 Game Fest campus happening right here in Abuja. If you are seeing this, there's lots of games, music, networking, and so much fun happening. And the best part, it's all free.
My name is Russia and I'm the winner for the Pulse Mobile.
Joshua, I won the tournament for Street Fighter 6. Shalom,
Me from Winifred.
It's Mustafa Sani. I'm the winner for the Forza Horizon 3 Championship. I won the fire competition today, hosted by 10 and 80 and Monster.
We need more of this. We need 10 more, 20 more. I did this every day.
I want to say a very big thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for hosting this competition. This has shown me that eSports can go far in Nigeria. When I saw the opportunity to compete in this game, I knew that yes, this is it. I can definitely win it, and I came out victorious today.
Huge thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for the wonderful tournament hosted.
I want to thank the sponsors, 10 and 80 and Monster Energy, for bringing such a wonderful event.
At the 10 and 80 Campus Game Fest right here in Port Harcourt. It's games, music, networking, and non-stop fun. The best part is it's all free. And if you're seeing this, your campus can be next.
Hello everyone, I'm Jindu. I'm the winner of Just Dance game, and I want to use this medium to appreciate Monster Energy Drink and 10 and 80.
Welcome to the Pioneer edition of the 10 and 80 Campus Game Fest 2025, and we are live at the University of Ibadan. Game on. Hi, this is Precious. So I'm at Game Fest, and this is my first time coming to Game Fest, and I've been loving it so far. My favorite game of today is Just Dance.
My name is Osaz. I won the FC25 tournament. But it was a very tough tournament, especially the first game. I went to penalties after extra time.
Is Kamala Farina. I participated in today's tournament in 10 and 80, and Monster tournament, and I was the winner for Free Fire.
My name is Israel. I won the F1 sim racing competition that was held here.
Hello, my name is Olaole, and I won Street Fighter 6.
I participated in the Just Dance game and I've been moving my body. And yes, Game Fest, I would like for you to come back to UI bigger and better. Mission.
The match is about to start.
Now on the body, down the Warmison, Jamo, against Hyper, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Hyper finds him, shuts him down, and 340, 10 more seconds through that door, the oil money team, are they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest.
The match is about to start.
Now on the body, down the Warmison, Jamo, against Hyper, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Hyper finds him, shuts him down, and 340, 10 more seconds through that door, the oil money team, are they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in lead, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S are your champions.
team, we send them out. We can't sports. Let me be aware that there's someone get back to
This is going to end the final games of the night.
Hi guys, it's me Tue and I'm live here at the 10 and 80 Game Fest campus happening right here in Abuja. If you are seeing this, there's lots of games, music, networking and so much fun happening, and the best part, it's all free.
My name is Russia and I'm the winner for the Cross Mobile.
Joshua, I won the tournament for Street Fighter 6. Shalom Alafi.
Me from our winning friend.
It's Mustafa Sani. I'm the winner for the Forza Horizon 3 Championship. I won the fire competition today. It was hosted by 10 and 80 and Monster.
We need more of this. We need 10 more, 20 more. I did this every day.
I want to say a very big thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for hosting this competition. This has shown me that esports can go far in Nigeria. When I saw the opportunity to compete in this game, I knew that yes, this is it. I can definitely win it, and I came out victorious today.
Huge thank you to 10 and 80 and Monster for the wonderful tournament hosted.
I want to thank the sponsors, 10 and 80 and Monster Energy, for bringing such a wonderful event.
At the 10 and 8E Campus Game Fest right here in Port Harcourt. It's games, music, networking and non-stop fun. The best part is it's all free, and if you're seeing this, your campus can be next.
Everyone, I'm Jindu. I'm the winner of Just Dance game, and I want to use this medium to appreciate Monster Energy Drink and 10 and 8E.
you for this. Back to the show. Do apologize for the technical difficulties, but I am back on the mic. Can I get map feed? Map feed. I'm back on the mic, and it's been a party. Unfortunately, I missed game one due to the technical difficulties, but I'm here to take you guys through the rest of the night. It is the Copy Africana Season 3, and it is the group stages. We've got Group 3, or Group C, in the action right now, or looking for a way to break down the plays from what we've seen so far. And it's been very proactive. You know, looks like leaderboard hasn't changed that much. Knockout and MVP still leading the charge, still very much on top of things. And 4 winners. After their performance yesterday, it looks like they may have dropped off a little bit there, currently sitting in 3rd place. But take a look at 3 Crown Esports. Well, well, well. Welcome to the party. Currently sitting in 4th place. 5th place, Headquarters. Fortunately, have a player knocked away currently. It looks like it's Dybala, and doesn't look like he's going to get anything done here. Finally getting knocked away there. Ooh, that's a fantastic spray. Light getting dropped off, but 1,000 aura has taken a little bit too much damage there. It is phase 4 of the circle. I believe he can tank this one a little bit more. Paradox has been spotted. That grenade launched in his general direction could be catastrophic, but doesn't look like it's going to be. And Knockout Esports have been eliminated. That gap has opened even further in the top 3. Elite has been dispatched. 5 eliminations now for Headquarters. That adds to their tally. The play zone will claim the last of them, but not without them claiming 1 from the guys from 3 Crown Esports in their regard. It's a good shout for them. It's a very good shout. But unfortunately, 3 Crown will have to play the rest of this game with just 2 players. Ancient Champions just up ahead as well. Not untoward. Nothing that they haven't seen before either ways, but it is very proactive for them. Ooh, well, it's for Cartel on the other hand to make quick work of this one. That is if they can, though. There isn't too much of pressure mounting, but Asian Champions they will probably decide to take it upon themselves there. Paradox and 3 Crown Esports occupying that little southeastern side. Play zone is quite favorable for a couple of teams here. FOWLPLAY being one of them, occupying the entirety of the east. They do have 4 winners, just gliding closer and closer to them. It is phase 4 of the circle right now. We still have 12 teams here, 35 players, all looking for a way through. It's not ideal. It is not ideal at all. It's going to cost a lot of resources to keep yourself in the game here. All teams are fighting to get edge of that circle to make a play for it right now. Not too many teams have 4 players up. MVP, I believe 3 Crown 03 brothers, and I think FOWLPLAY. Just a few teams do have a full squad up. It looks like Cartel. Is that Cartel? I think it is Cartel. And the Persecutors going head to head in that little southern region, but it looks like Persecutors will lose Colonel. Titan is spotted as well by Revenge. MVP capitalizing on that gap left open by Knockout, getting chased hard by 3 Crown Esports as well, playing off of that to that southeastern side. They are making their rotation currently. Hopefully they will be able to find a way to breach that little gap that they've got so far. Cyrox on the lean for O3 Brothers with a sideline of his own, and it looks like the Ancient Champions will set their sights on MVP here. Ogre gets knocked away, possibly going to get flushed as well. And this could be an opening as well for O3 Brothers. Franzi spins back, tries to wrap around that little space to deal with MVP. MVP back to full strength, but only momentarily. Revenge goes down for the second time. And Yano is trying to apply a little bit more there. And that's a nice drop shot from him to crack open on foul play there. Foul play on the receiving end of something so chaotic. They're down to just one player. And only one elimination secured so far. But we'll see if we are going to have a little bit of a turnout here. Ooh, Piano had to be very careful here, because there was a chance that he could have gotten caught out there. But Guaya, this is a dangerous player to go on in a 1v1. He gets the one over on Yano, but that is only momentarily, as the third party from the sidemen will come in clutch. Piano gets out of dodge just in time, but 3 Crown Esports also eliminated in that fell swoop, so a little bit of breathing room for knockout and for four winners, but spoke too soon. They will be eliminated as well. And things are looking very, very dicey in that top draw position, because it's anyone's game now. Knockout have given away the points. 4 winners also didn't capitalize. 3 Crown Esports had the opportunity, but they fell flat. And now we're down to just 8 teams, 20 players. MVP still very much in it here with a solo player trying to get their way all the way through. Navy, on the other hand, they've got 4 players, and Navy SEALs, they've got 4 players and 4 eliminations. O3 with 6 eliminations and 4 players up. Now this is looking very, very proactive for them if they can find a way through to make sure that the job here is done. A lot of pressure, a whole lot of pressure here, but O3 Brothers enjoying that southwestern region for themselves, and the play zone has shifted in. Again, there will be a little bit of an advance from the northern side. GASCOM already making that play, but they are only down to just a solo. He is making the rotation towards the guys from O3. They're probably going to spot him as he makes that draft, but it is going to be a very tricky rotation there. He has been spotted. I believe that is Lord. They know he's there all by his lonesome. Grenade is charged up. He's spotted, and a couple of shots will be sent in his general direction. But it is not enough. Has a lot of ground to cover in that final third. It is a matter of seeing if he can actually get it done. Ancient Champions, they only have 1 chicken dinner in the hand, potentially looking for a second. But Orge is on the front foot here. They haven't given away his position. They haven't spotted him. Oh, that's trouble right now. But I'm not sure he's aware that one of the guys from Ancient Champions has been knocked away, though. He is pulling up. And he does go for the draw, but immediately doesn't get a job done. What went down there? And he goes for the second. Asian Champions have been eliminated there at the hands of Navy SEALs and MVP. Player X pulling up to the scene there, and he swapped right through, and he does go down immediately as well. The players are dropping themselves at the foot of the MVP players right now. And Olga's loving this one. He is loving this. He was just lying there, and the eliminations came to him. You gotta love that one, don't you? You're up to 10 eliminations now. This is an opportunity for them to put a huge gap between themselves and the rest of the teams chasing down. It's still a ways Still a ways to go around it here. If he can get himself into the final third, could be potentially done. Ooh, that's a solid spray from Cyrox. Would capitalize on that angle, but O3 will need to advance sooner rather than later as well. Playing a little bit closer to the vest here, but it's not something that they would have thought possible at this stage. But they will try again. Here comes Franzi. It's a good shout. It's a very good shout. Doesn't look like he can get the angles right though. But it's not anything untoward. Ooh, what a spray. Onto Cyrox. He's going to get knocked away there. Navy SEALs are putting in a battle here. Cyrox has been knocked away, but that doesn't change anything. The onslaught continues with a grenade over the top there from, I believe that was from Remember Me. Continues to assault the Navy SEALs with a barrage of grenades. But can he see it all the way through? The smokes are in vision. Navy SEALs, there's another grenade. This time around, the job will be done by Nexus. And MVP are up to 11 eliminations now. Olga has continued his onslaught. O3 looking for a whole shift, a major shift here. A good game here. A double-digit finish could put them into the conversation for the top 3. This would be a major comeback if they were to see this through. But they have to make sure they secure more and more eliminations as we progress. Nexus is caught out in the open by Lord, and he goes down, but that's going to be the end of the road for him as well. Remember Me will make sure he remembers, as those bullets will send him back into the lobby. NOVEX on the other side, hold up in a building just up north. Haven't really made much of a nuisance of themselves so far, but it's not the most difficult corners. And Cyrox peeked out a little bit too much there, and he did get knocked away. A couple of shots in rendition. Ogre doesn't look like he will make it though, but he does get flushed. Cyrox as he goes out. O3 now losing the numbers advantage that they had at that point. And Ogre again is going to try. So grenade launched just to the side. He spotted, and that will be the job well done from Franzi. O3 up to 10 eliminations now. And Lambs has been spotted. Sidemen will lose one of theirs as well to the hands of NOVEX. Franzi is looking for a way inside. He's looking for a way through. Trying to make sure that the job is finished. And he does finish another one. Sparrow will be biting the dust as well. O3 versus NOVEX. If O3 get this chicken dinner, it changes a lot for them, really. It really does. It puts them into a very, very nice spot. You know, a nice spot to have a chat with the teams currently sitting at the top. But it's all about the play zone now. NOVEX still holding that building. Not letting it go just yet. Hopefully the play zone will work in their favor. But right now, it leans more towards O3 in the south than NOVEX in the north. We're going to see how proactive it can get at this stage. It's a good game so far for O3. And getting the chicken dinner in match number 2 is not a bad start either. Gives them momentum to push for even further, to push for even more. A little bit of a drop out there. Soul Man, oh, the peek out. Franzi exposed a little bit too much there. They know they have the numbers now. Oh, and that is the plan. That was the plan. NOVEX, chicken dinner. O3 brothers will have to wait a tad bit more. But That performance was a good one to look out for. Hopefully they can recreate more of this as the tournament progresses. But NOVEX, 3 eliminations and a chicken dinner. And here we go. Another solid performance from a team that has been struggling to find their form so far, but they have found a chicken dinner hidden amongst the rubble. They are most likely going to try to find another one in all of this chaos. But it is a very, very good start for them in match number 2. 3 Crown Esports denied, on the other hand, but it's not the worst shout. Right now, 15, no damage, no eliminations. But Obito did put in the work there. He did secure all the eliminations for the team, and he did have a couple more to do untoward. Take a look at that. Couple of assists on board there. 60 eliminations. That's a lot of eliminations out of a 64-man lobby. I tell you that. 7,000 in heals. Quite a lot of healing going down as well. 4 grenade eliminations, 1 vehicle elimination, and it's not a bad shout at all. It's a good draft based off of what we've seen. 2 games in already, 2 more to go post match 6. That gives you an inkling of what could be done. But taking a look, 0-3 finally making a wave in the conversation here. 17 points, could have been a whole lot more if they had seen it through, but that didn't look like it was going to be the case, as opposed to MVP, who consistently put in another masterclass performance, getting 16 eliminations, getting 16 points instead and 12 eliminations. But the MVP was Olga. We saw that. You saw his performance. He was absolutely incredible for MVP. He put in a masterclass of a shift there. We saw as a solo player dragging them through the lines, getting them into the top 5, I believe. As a solo player, yes, this is one to look out for. But the list continues. Zen from Navy SEALs, Nexus was also in the conversation for 0-3 brothers, and then you have Remember Me and Obito, top dogs for this match 6. As they looked very proactive in the way they were able to hold things down, but we saw how ideal it could get on the overdraft. That's a good shout for them. 6 games in. And that leaderboard tells you exactly what time it is. MVP and 0-3 brothers looking very, very good. 17 total points, 16 for MVP as well. NOVEX with 13. Navy SEALs with 9. SIDEMEN with 7. 3 Crown Esports with 5. GASCOM also with 5. Headquarters with 5. Ancient Champions with 4. Same with Persecutors. Knockout, Cartel, and 4 winners tying at 3 apiece. FOWLPLAY with 1. Ego, Knockout Esports, and Mad Esports. No points on the board for them. But then we take a look at the MVP list as it stands across the board. Piano still in charge here, but Org is about to give him a run for the money here, because it's just 1 point behind each of them. So we're about to witness if that is going to be the case. Clips stays solid there with 14 on the board for himself as well. Enjoy. Did we have Enjoy? I don't think we had Enjoy in this game. Punisher for Knockout Esports was actually in there as well. But take a look at that. MVP, 71 points. They're getting into that threshold of the 80s that qualifies you into the finals. But Knockout Esports will be hot on their heels with 53. 4 winners with 50. 3 Crown Esports with 49. Just 4 points away and this can be a very, very different next couple of games. Naval Seals with 43, Headquarters with 41, 38 for 03. Also, 03, 12 points away from a top 3, 15 from a top 2. It's not too far-fetched. Asian Champions with 33 tied with Cartel, 31 for SIDEMEN, 29 for Ego, 28 and 27 for GASCOM, FOWLPLAY, NOVEX, and PERSECUTERS tied at 24 at the bottom as well. And that is the road that it has led us to right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is La Coupe d'Africaine Season 3. It is Group C. 2 games down, 2 more to go. We're going to have a second dose of Erangel, and then we'll close up with Miramar right after the break.
At the 10 and 8E Campus Game Fest right here in Port Harcourt. It's games, music, networking, and non-stop fun. The best part is it's all free. And if you're seeing this, your campus can be next.
Everyone, I'm Jindu. I'm the winner of Just Dance Game, and I want to use this medium to appreciate Monster Energy Drink and NNSE.
Welcome to the Pioneer edition of the 10NET Campus Game Fest 2025, and we are live at the University of Ibadan. Game on. Hi, this is Precious. So I'm at Game Fest, and this is my first time coming to Game Fest, and I've been loving it so far. My favorite game of the day is Just Dance.
My name is Osaz. I won the FC 25 tournament, but it was a very tough tournament, especially the first game. I went to penalties after extra time.
Is Kamalafe winner. I participated in today's tournament in 10 and 80 and Monster tournament, and I was the winner for Free Fire.
My name is Israel. I won the F1 sim racing competition that was held here.
Hello, my name is Olale, and I won Street Fighter 6.
I participated in the Just Dance game, and I've been moving my body. And yes, Game Fest, I would like for you to come back to you. I'm bigger and better.
Mission.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is La Coupe d'Africaine Season 3. It is the group stages, and it is match number 3. And I knew that you lot are as excited as me. Right now, let's get into it. Playing path from the south to the northeast. Military base all the way down to Kameshki. Anybody's party. It is anyone's party at this stage, man. But it's really a question of who wants it more. Well, after that leaderboard we saw, you cannot afford to lose out. You cannot afford to drop points in the top 4 right now. Top 4 teams cannot afford to drop any points at this stage. You cannot afford it. You just cannot afford it. You have to make it right. You have to do everything in your power to stay inside of the draft. You have to just stay inside of the competition. These are the types of games that determine who stays inside of the competition, as we all well know. But again, but we are going to be keeping our eyes on those top draw teams. See how they fare. Looks like 3 Crown Esports will maintain a little bit of Pachinki in here, as they are looking very predominant in their performances. We are going to keep an eye out for sure to anyone that wants to provide the position. So let's get those predictions in the chat. Who do you think is finishing top 2? I mean, MVP has all but done it, but it is still really not convincing. You know, they really have to. This is the game that MVP needs to convince in. You know, they've had a very great game, but they've had a really great run so far. But yeah, this is like really when you do it. You know, this is like you gotta do it now. You get me? Like, this is the game. This is the match they do it in. If they haven't done it before, this is the match they do it in. So they gotta be consistent across the board, right? For these for everything that we've seen so far. So they have to stay true to the game. They have to stay true to this. They have to be super consistent, and this is the match they have to do it in. But we will see. We will see if that will be the case. If they will beat the case. And Knockout Esports currently sitting in that delirious second place position. I mean, the pressure is really on them, though, if we're being honest. The pressure is on them. They are the ones the pressure is on, for real. Like, it's really on them for real. So they can't afford any mistakes. They didn't have a very good game in the last game, so they can't do the same this time. They just can't do the same. So we're going to keep our eyes on them to see if they will turn out and turn up, because it all rides on them right now. It really does all ride on them right now, for their own sake, right? For their own sake, they need to see this through, and they need to see it through quickly. because we've had 2 to the wire games. We've had one to the wire group. That was Group B. That everything boiled down to the last game for um the last qualifying team. So now I wasn't expecting we were going to see that happen in this group as well, but it looks like that might be the case, especially for specific teams that it's really not over for them just yet. The likes of O3, that are now in the conversation, 38 points to 53. It's just 15 points. A chicken dinner and a couple of eliminations that's really what it is, and they showed their strength in the previous game, and they are very good in Miramar as well, as opposed to some other teams. So you gotta make sure that the job is finished early. If you put the pressure on yourself going into the final games, it never really ends well. I've never seen that work out, for most teams. But some teams invite the pressure and they can handle it much better than others. So we're going to see if that will be the case. But it's not about that being the case, about beating the case. If you get me, if you know what I mean, type. But the party doesn't stop here, it continues. And everyone knows that this is La Cup. Just made a little bit of a typo error here, but fixed up. So soon keeps the party on. But yes, sir. Phase 1 of the circle closes out very, very soon. Looks like NOVEX yeah, man, they are getting what's coming to them at the hands of headquarters. Again, another team that is flying under the radar. There's so many teams flying under the radar. MVP knockout, 4 winners. They can't afford to not do well in this particular game, because this particular game, right, gives the opportunity for anyone to turn this over. Mad Esports are still yet to find that extra piece of hardware. They're down to just 2 orange. Again, this is overwhelming for them. Doesn't look like they can do much here. Oh, that was all part of the plan, man. The grenade was cooking the entire time. And the job is done. Mad Esports go out, giving more space inside of that top 10 for the other teams to at least find a way through. Good draft, though. Very good draft from what we've seen so far. There's a lot that can be done, though, but it's a matter of, will you do it? That's the real question. Playzone has shifted once again towards that central position, so those in the south are gonna have a long day, CARTEL being one of them, but I think they would rather opt to make that rotation from the southwest. The other bridge, they do have the time for it. Yeah, they do have the time for it, but we'll see who gets one over on the other. Another team is also been very chill in the background, flying under the radar, is also Navy SEALs. 43 points in the top 6. The conversation is there. It's really a matter of, unless MVP and knockout or 4 winners stomp on this game, they are in trouble. They really are. If they don't stomp on this game, they're gonna be in trouble. So that's just really where we're at. And they have to make sure that they do get the job done, irrespective of whatever other teams do. Your fate usually is in your hands in scenarios like this, but sometimes, it can get very, very dicey. It can get so dicey. Persecutors probably aware that they've got some company coming on the bridge. They're trying to wait them out. But we're about to see if that ideally works the way they would have liked. Because, yeah, I think it's Cartel on the other side of that bridge. Play zone is not too favorable, though. It could turn this entire thing on its head. But we'll see if Persecutors have what it takes. Phase 2 of the circle closing out. Still have 15 teams here. Not a lot of bodies in the wake, as you know. Well, it's still a draft, still a way to look out, a way to look at things as a means to go on. But again, potentially this could turn on its head. And it looks like Knockout in trouble here. MVP stealing that one away. Oh, again, it is something of a very, very unfortunate nature when you get eliminated by the team that is directly on top of you. We saw this happen in Group B as well, a couple of times. And that's what made things very different, towards the end of the last game. We saw that happen. Now, MVP taking shots and reducing, the deficit for Knockout. Things like that, they cause problems. Inward, outward, they cause problems. They cause a lot of problems, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see who decides to come up for air in this particular game, though. See how the pressure can shift from one end to the next. There's so many ways this could turn out to go, right? But one to his own. I think Ancient Champions on the receiving end of this one, and Headquarters, this could be an opportunity for them to make quick work of this. I'm surprised the smoke grenades didn't fly out immediately there. So we're still able to pull up on his position and get him flushed. Unfortunate. Ego, on the other hand, had a very promising day one right yesterday, but after that first Erangel game, they showed promise, but it looks like they are promise and fail, because didn't look like, or rather doesn't currently look like much is going on in terms of their consistency, unfortunately, though. Expected it to be a little bit more different in that regard, though. But every single team here has a plan, and they are going to look for more very effective and diabolical ways, to execute those plans. And that's just something you have to love about La Coupe d'Africaine. Gives you that chance. Dybala, 3 eliminations now, he's looking good. But then Headquarters Esports, this is the kind of trouble they get into early engagements. It happened to them not once, not twice. Is starting to see that that's part of the plan, or rather that's part of the package. And that's what you get when you play with Headquarters Esports. I think that's just like the strategy and the way it looks when they do play. That's not untoward. Play zone shifts any moment from now, and it does shift to the east. 0-3 in the center. Oh, wow. Man, they're going to do a lot of defending there. A lot of defending, because that's going to be most likely the next couple of zones. It is going to be that little position they've got there. It looks like it's going to be in the next couple of zones, so they have to make the right calls here. They have to make the right idea. 3 Crown Esports also on the pursuit here, finally getting into 50 points. What they need is a little bit more, and that could turn around. It is Cartel. But it's foul play that steals it. They pull up and snatch one away from the jaws of Three Crown Esports. That would have put them currently in third place. That would have been a very, very good place to be, for being honest. There is going to be a lot of thoughts going behind this, though. As strategic as it looks, Three Crown Esports they have had one of, if not the most interesting turnout so far, if they do manage to get themselves inside of the top two right now. Because Knockout Esports have lost 2 players. Yeah, the chances of winning the game is still over 50% though, because every single chicken dinner that Knockout Esports have won, they've won it with less than a full squad in the mix. You know, they understand how to control games even without having numbers. That is something that most teams don't have. So Knockout Esports have that in abundance. You know, they've shown that they did that yesterday twice. Started the day with a chicken dinner, ended the day with a chicken dinner as well. But it doesn't look like today has been the best start for them regardless. Hopefully they will be able to find a way through. Three Ground Esports, on the other hand, today might be the day for them because, you know, they did have a very strong finish in the last game yesterday in Miramar, finishing second place. You know, saw the game through. Didn't get a chicken dinner because they were outclassed. But nonetheless, they put in a massive, massive shift. A super shift. Ooh, what a spray that was. MVP putting in the work again, this time against GASCOM Esports. And Darksin is going to be blown away there. They lose another. Knockout Esports cannot afford to drop here. This is not the place you want to lose players. This is not the place you want to drop points at all. Not even in the slightest. Darksin goes down to Xenax. And that is the end of the road for Knockout Esports. Everybody's eyes inside of this kill feed has probably perked up right now. Wow. Well, Cartel and Knockout going out at the same time. That is unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Sidemen have Xanax putting in a shift here. It's got 3 eliminations already, and it looks like they might decide to slam into that building where foul play is currently. Foul play has I think Wire has been knocked away, so that could be something, but he has gotten picked up. So now, Sidemen, I'm not sure they are aware of what is at stake here. I don't know if they're aware of what they're up against. But Simple gets Xanax knocked away. The main man for Sidemen, their path, it looks like it's starting to crumble here. Sparrow, grenade inside. And another grenade could turn very, very catastrophic here for Sidemen. But it looks like I'm not sure who just got eliminated. I think it was Headquarters Esports. Yeah, it was Headquarters Esports. They've been sent back to the lobby. Another one buys the dust again. Gaskia, I believe. Or Easy for Kobe, actually, is the one that goes down. Gaskia, Wire goes down. A trade-off into the corner, but he will be getting dropped by Gaskia. 2 for Gaskia right now with the UMP. But unfortunately, that was not going to be enough. He gets blown away by Lambs from the Sidemen, and he will be going back to pick up his teammates. What a play that was from Gaskia. Almost getting the job done, but unfortunately, not enough. It's a good shout. And now the floodgates are open. 4 winners, 3 eliminations already. They're climbing up. We're down to 10 teams now. 31 players inside of this cut. They are doing everything right at this stage. Every single thing, they are doing it right. They're turning it up. They're putting in the work. And that's what we love to see. Oh, that was a fantastic grenade, but MVP, will this be considered dropping points? I don't think so because, you know, Knockout Esports also got eliminated earlier than them, but 2 points in this game, not the best. Not the best at all. And now 4 winners and 3 Crown Esports have the opportunity to do the nastiest leapfrog you have ever seen into that top 2 position. But again, MVP they've gotten a little bit farther. You know, they've gone a little bit farther though, but a chicken dinner from 3 Crown Esports, that is the best result they can easily get. They got denied in the last game though. Couldn't get too far. 0-3 as well. And Navy SEALs. It's still very much in their the ball is very much in their court. Titans caught out as well. Goes down immediately by Sparrow. Sidemen have decided to take this one up a notch and get themselves inside of that top 10. Cartel drop out. Potentially drop out, but looks like Ancient Champions will make sure that they will drop out because the placements start to come in clutch now. But you know, there's still a couple of points to add to make that a reality. Navy SEALs, on the other hand, 2 eliminations and a potential for so much more. It's a good shot. It's a very good shift. It looks like GASCOM may have just found their light as they set upon the guys from Sidemen with Persecutors right beside them, but Persecutors will be putting in the job instead and making quick work of it. 3 Crown Esports did get a mark inside of this chaos that was ensuing. Sidemen, 9 elimination and 1 placement. That is a very good performance coming through from them. 3 Crown Esports are spinning the block here. Ah, what a crash and burn. They eliminate GASCOM with a beautiful, beautiful drive-by. And now the job is done. 3 Crown Esports rising from the ashes here into the top 2. 4 winners trailing behind with 3 eliminations. They have a lot to do here though. They have to make sure that they see this through. Can't afford to get knocked out now. If both of these teams have phenomenal games into this final third, it could spell something different. We're about to see. Navy SEALs having that Bugatti tossed to the side. 3 placement points for Asian Champions as they head out in 5th. Ooh. Well, Light has tossed a grenade and a half there. If he can launch another one perfectly, we'll be able to get the job done, and it does this time around. Player X is going to be the victim, and the numbers not looking too good. Kage with a right spray catches 4 winners, and this is not the team you want to be eliminating you here, but 3 Crown Esports, they're wearing the crown now. 7 eliminations. Piano can't find the keys this time. He's knocked away out into the open. Kage will make quick work of him as well. Lights him up with the M4, and that is trouble right now for 4 winners. They can't seem to find a way through. They're down to just 2. They have to make it work. They have to mark it through. 03 Brothers just lingering in the background, and they will try to shield this little rotation into that position, as we've seen them try to do again and again. Yano for 4 winners is trying to make sure, or trying to make quick work of this, but it's not looking like much will yield here. And they will try to do something. Now they will try again. Paradox, unfortunate. He's gonna be stopped by Carter. Navy SEALs are trying to get a little bit more proactive there, but they do have a sight line. Solid spray from Kage. And he is going to make a little bit of a rotation towards the left-hand side. Spots through again. Smokes all the way through. Grenades getting launched, but Fronzi will spot Akaza first. And they will send him back into the lobby. It is 3 Crown Esports against O3 Brothers in the final phase of this game. They still have 4 winners. I believe down to just 1. But is he enough? Is he alone enough to get the job done? It's not looking like he can, though. It's not looking very feasible for him as well, but we're about to see if that will be the case. We see, can't see. Trying to get the bearings right. But in the numbers game, they're currently underhanded. It's a 4 versus 3 versus 1. The last player for 4 winners. Begging desperately. Now the guys from 3 Crown Esports and O3 eliminate themselves first before they set their sights on him. But it doesn't look like that will be the case, though. So looks like this might go either ways. Messiah peeks out. Spotted, almost getting dropped away, though. Fronzi has given away his position. Messiah is going to have to try his absolute best for a way for them to breach these lines. But do they have enough utilities? Do they have enough smoke grenades to get the job done here? Looks like they might. Kage makes the advance. He takes some damage, but he manages to make it just in time. And they do have the play zone. It is all about the next shift at this stage. Nexus is playing behind the rest of the team and outside of the zone. That player from 4 winners has been eliminated there, and that will be the opener they've been looking for. Kage falls, and 3 Crown Esports could be in some dangerous trouble here. If O3 Brothers can get themselves a chicken dinner here, this could turn everything around. They got very close in the last game, but this time it doesn't get any closer than this. It is very pertinent that they make this work. They have to capitalize on this. We have to make sure everything works out, but the play zone is hurting and the job is done. O3 Brothers, all they need is just a few seconds. Messiah most likely should have to compromise for this. He probably has to take a knee. The grenades are already flying out. It doesn't look like much. He's gonna yield here. He's trying to peek out just a little bit more there, but one shot is all it takes. One grenade is all it takes. And that chicken dinner will go the way of O3 Brothers in match number 7. O3 chicken dinner in match number 7. Again, they played super slow, but they get a result in a game where MVP and Knockout Esports drop points. Now, given the opportunity, 4 winners and 3 Crown Esports have catapulted themselves into the conversation. Knockout Esports probably sitting in 5th right now, owing to the fact that O3 have got themselves a chicken dinner, but Cyrox, Nexus, Remember Me, and Big D. Wait, yes, next will be okay, I guess. But now the conversation has changed. This looks very, very interesting now. It looks very intriguing now. And we are going to see. We're going to see how this works out. We are going to definitely see what is going to be at stake. 7,600 in heals. Good number of heals there. Less knocks, less limbs than we had in the previous game, but a whole plethora of grenade eliminations. Not a lot of vehicles in this one. 1,800 for 3 Crown Esports as opposed to 1,300 for O3. I mean, 1,300 with only 3 eliminations. Wow, that's a shift. I'm guessing O3 they were involved in a lot of things, but you know, like I said, when I saw the play zone shift, and I did talk about them, I did talk about their rotation, and I said all they have to do now is defend. They're going to do a lot of defending because that position in the zone will call for a lot of defending. I'm guessing that's what they did to get their damage points so high. They repelled a lot of enemies, and it worked out in their favor, you know. But 13 points, not a bad shout at all. Not a bad shout at all. And again, Light MVP for 3 Crown Esports. I think he has been the MVP before. He's been the MVP in a previous game. I think yesterday, in the last game for yesterday, I think he was the MVP as well. But that was a performance and a half from 3 Crown Esports, putting in the work, putting in a major shift. But yeah, MVPs are in sight. Simple with 4 eliminations. Xanax is also there with 3. Enjoy. Again, I did not see Enjoy in this game though. And Dybala from Headquarters Esports. And we'll see. Well, that was a good performance all around. You know, all around the board. That was a good performance from these teams as well. But more work to be done. You know, if you're putting it on a plate for anyone though. But, you know, still part of the game. Still part of the game. 16 points for 3 Crown Esports, 13 for O3 Brothers, 10 for SIDEMEN. Arguably another of their solid performances coming very, very late. 4 winners with 9 points. Navy Seals with 7, shared with Headquarters as well. GASCOM with 6. Persecutors with 5, Ego with 4, Asian Champions with 3, alongside another 3 for Knockout. Cartel, FOWLPLAY with 2, MVP also with 2. NOVEX, Knockout Esports, and Mad Esports. No points on the board for them. Mad Esports fall off has to be studied. He fell off a cliff, man. It's just unfortunate that he fell off so hard, you know. But it's a solid performance. Piano is still very much leading the charge here. As we can all see, he is the one making a lot of things happen for 4 winners. Olga still chasing him down with 20 eliminations. Enjoy with 18. I'm guessing Enjoy is Kage, is it? Well, Clips is also in the mix with and Lai as well for 3 Crown Esports. So we got 2 3 Crown Esports players now having the conversation, and Clips is in the mix as well for MVP. And take a look at that, 73 points for MVP. Again, I really think they may have just done it, but if they draw points in this game, then it could go either ways. You know, 3 Crown Esports finally in the top 2 with 65 points, 4 winners with 59, Knockout Esports with 53, O3 Brothers with 51. Again, I think the distance between them and 3 Crowns is just a little bit too far for them. But then 14 points, they just got 13, so it's very doable. But they have to hope that 3 Crown Esports don't get any more points, you know, or they can aim for a top 1 by doing a bomber, you know, 20 point plus. You know, that's about 15 eliminations to give or take. But Navy Seals with 50, Headquarters with 48, SIDEMEN with 41, and a drop and more to follow suit. And on the other side of things, Ancient Champions with 36 apiece with Knockout Cartel and Mad Esports. Interestingly, Mad Esports is out of the top 10. That fall off is nasty business. 34 for GASCOM, 33 for Ego Esports, Persecutors and FOWLPLAY sharing 29 at the bottom, and NOVEX with 24. And that is match 7, ladies and gentlemen. You know it, I know it. The magic touch. FOWLPLAY, NOVEX falling off has to be studied. But I'm not a professor, and I'm not a student either. But ladies and gentlemen, 3 games down, 1 more to go. It is Miramar up next. It's the Cup de Africana, it's Group C. Let's see who finishes top 2.
The match is about to start.
Now on the Monday, it's not able to do that. Now the Warmison, Demo, against Hyper. He needs to clear that hill. The boys in yellow. Hyper finds him, shuts him down. And 340, 10 more seconds through that door. The oil money team are they going to make history. Very first land, very first win. 347, 348. Now the contest. The boys in through, no way through. And they are going to hold it down. So S are your champions.
By Monster Energy and Telegate.
Comfortably, send them out. The ground is sports. Let me be aware that there's someone
This is going to end the final games of the night.
Hi guys, it's me Trey and I'm live here at the 10 and 80 Game Fest campus happening right here in Abuja. If you are seeing this, there's lots of games, music, networking and so much fun happening, and the best part, it's all free.
on, Winifred.
It's Mustafa Sani. I'm the winner for the Forza Horizon 3 Championship. I won the fire competition today. It was hosted by 10 and 80 and Monster. We need more of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. If you're just joining us, it is La Coupe d'Africana Season 3. It is the group stages. It is Group C, and it is the last match of the group. A last chance for some of these teams to grab that opportunity to either get into the last chance qualifiers or to get into the grand finals. And everyone's fingers are sweating right now. It's all a matter of who's going to make it there, who's going to do the right thing at the right time, who is going to turn it on its head, and who will buckle under the pressure right now. And the way it's looking, though, right? I don't know. You know, I think MVP have done enough. 71 points. I mean, I think that's probably going to be the lowest in all the groups. 71 points qualifying you. You know, in other groups, 81 didn't even qualify. 81 points didn't qualify from Group B. So for 71 to qualify from Group C, you know, some people are punching the air right now. But you know, what does that say about teams, though? Looks like Headquarters and Ego are going to be lurking on this one. Who's going to pick up a weapon first? Picks up a Molotov, heads out. Should have gone upstairs though, but sure. Ooh, S12K. Okay, he will be ready to go. And Arrow is gonna slap it top bins already. Goes for the clutch, goes for the flush. The party's on right now. Headquarters first elimination. Again, I don't think they're gonna make it. But at least, you know, you might as well stay inside of the top 10 at their current stage right now. 4 winners, knockout 03. You know, they all have to pray on 3 crowns down for MVP. I still believe they're just a little bit out of reach there. 14 points, I think, from 4 winners. I mean, it's doable, but again, they also have to pray for MVP's downfall. They need to pray that MVP has the exact same game they had in the last game. And it looks like 4 winners already putting belt to backside right now. Sidemen will be their first victims. Sending a couple all the way back there. First elimination. It's a good shout. It's a very good start. They know exactly what they need to do, and they want to do it quickly. And it's the right call. It's the right chance. It's the right time. But to what end? You know, those are the questions. To what end? Is the job going to be done at this stage? 4 winners can't afford to lose out here, you know. And it's always something very interesting to see, you know, how you fare mentally when you're eliminated, when you're eliminated and you know that you didn't get the points, as opposed to getting the points but then also being eliminated and now having to hope, you know, that another team drops the ball. You know, these are the issues. These are the questions, really. If you think about it, you have to be certain in your resolve. Oh, well, close is getting closed down. Wow. Well, that is really what happens when you get called out immediately as well. 4 winners will lose one of their main men, and close has been sent back. Xanax follows suit as well, but Sidemen still down to just 2 players, and those 2 players can still cause commotion and chaos for the likes of 4 winners there. But Ego, on the other hand, it's a GG's for them. Doesn't look like much. Still have a man alive here though, but 1,000 aura makes sure he cuts him down to size. Still got 16 teams here though. Still got a lot of bodies here. But it all boils down to executing it the way you planned. You know, personally, that's what I feel is very, very ideal. Just executing your game plan the way you planned it, and the game plan actually working the way you wanted. But the fact that, you know, we had another game go down to the wire, that shows you how competitive this tournament is, right? It is so competitive. You know, this is another match that goes to the wire. It goes to the last game. You know, it goes to the last game. 4 winners have lost a player, but they have secured 2 eliminations. They are just a couple of points away from securing the top 2 once again. And it would be unfortunate because, you know, I was expecting for Piano to blow this out of the water, but, you know, 3 Crown Esports, kings of comebacks, kings of Miramar as well. So this is really all in their favor. This is all working out for them. It's now a matter of if they can do it the way they've planned to. These are the issues. These are the questions that they will be asking themselves. But we will see. Knockout as well. Knockout are also very good in Miramar. They won Miramar yesterday. You know, they are also very good in Miramar. We saw them. They play as a unit. They tend to keep a lot of players alive towards the final third in Miramar. So I expect that to be the game plan today. They won with a man. They won with a man short, I believe, yesterday. So I'm pretty sure they can do the exact same thing today again. But now the problem with that is they don't get a plethora of eliminations playing that way. You know, that's the only problem. They don't get a lot of eliminations, and they need a lot of eliminations here because, you know, 3 Crown Esports is roughly 12 points above them. You know, 12 points is not going to come willy nilly. You have to make sure you get 12 eliminations and then know that you have to worry about placement points after the fact. You know, but then for a team like them, like Knockout, you know, they can rely on the eliminations to come later when they have the numbers advantage, you know, working for them. It's something that they have gotten very used to playing, and it's something that has worked in their favor on more than one occasion. So I think it's safe to say that they would rely on that strategy going into this game. But they would also allow for the likes of 3 Crown Esports and MVP to get more points while they sit idly, you know? So that's just the risk. You know, that's really the risk that comes with playing in that style, you know, playing in that fashion. That's really what happens when you play that way. We're going to see if they're going to take it upon themselves to stick to the game plan. Pressure is on now, though. Pressure is very on now. It's very on brand as well. 3 Crown Esports. Also, 3 Crown Esports can. It's another thing. They also can't be too trigger happy because they will get hurt in the process. You can see. You know, this would be a bottle of the century if they get eliminated early. You know, I've been talking about them actually winning the game or being very good in Miramar, but there's still a chance that they lose out here and, you know, drop points. It's gonna be nasty business if it happens that way, though. It's going to be very, 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 very uncomfortable if it happens that way for them at the very least. But we're going to keep our fingers crossed to see if they will be disciplined enough, you know, because it's the job's not done, so they can't still play a certain way just for the mere fact that the job itself is not finished. So they have to make sure, they have to be certain that everything is done completely, and then they can take it upon themselves to, you know, run helter skelter or what have you. Ancient Champions currently sitting in that bubble of 9th and 10th Wow. And take a look at that. 38 points a pair for Asian champions Cartel and Mad Esports. All of them sharing 38 points. That's another conversation for the top 10 finish, though. So somebody in that bubble might not have another opportunity in last chance. That's another uncomfortable conversation. It's another uncomfortable thing, something you have to be wary of as well, playing in out of these pockets, these spaces. Well, this is a promising shift from foul play. They have a lot of ground to cover though. Kaza, Navy SEALs, against 3 Crown Esports. This is not how they wanted to start their day at all. I think this is a costly one. 3 Crown Esports losing Messiah this early in the game. And Navy SEALs with a trade-off as well. But Light will make quick work of that. He will take one back as well for them. So it's going to be a son for a son. And Navy SEALs still have a player knocked away though. Look, I think 3 Crown might pounce on this. They might decide to pounce. They do. Paradox goes for the flush. Player X goes down. That's 2 now for 3 Crown Esports. They're making sure not to meddle too hard. Making sure not to lose out as well. It's a very delicate situation they found themselves in here. Knockout, I believe. Because it looks like 4 winners just pulled up. But they have been repelled immediately. Because that would have been something special, those 2 locking horns at this stage. It would have been something very, very special if that happened here. Ooh, well, Zen goes down as well. 3 Crown Esports on the horizon. They're looking very, very nice. Looking very sharp, looking very confident. They have lost a man, but that hasn't stopped them before. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in next Tuesday for the last chance qualifier for La Coupe d'Africaine Season 3. 24 teams that fell off the face of the earth, but they will be resurrected and brought back one last time to see if they have what it takes. Just a little bit more, just a little extra special something to do the job one more time. Right now it's all a battle of rotations, a battle of angles here. 3 Crown Esports finding themselves in a little bit of a tight spot, but they will play off the edge of the southwest for the time being, uncontested. They lose a man earlier on, but they've secured 4 eliminations. Probably, potentially now, it's now a conversation of, is MVP going to finish top 1? Because 3 Crown Esports looks like they're creeping closer and closer to MVP and farther away from 4 winners and the rest of the lobby, actually. So 4 winners need to step up the game here. They can't allow 3 Crown Esports to run away with it here, as Ego will be eliminated alongside Headquarters and Navy SEALs. This is not what they were expecting, not even in the slightest of positions, but it is very, very, very possible. They did manage to see it all the way through, though. Not too ideal for them, but it looks like Mad Esports could be on the receiving end yet again here, having a, I believe, orange getting knocked away. MVP playing slow and steady. They know very well that a chicken dinner seals everything here. But will they get a chicken dinner? These are the questions. Will they get the job done? 0-3 starting to pound away here on Cartel. Akinu is going to be the victim. Cyrox, second elimination for him in this spell. 0-3 brothers break into the top 5. Still have a lot of ground to cover if they are trying to make sure that this job is done. But here come Knockout Esports getting their hands dirty yet again, and a trade-off with the guys from Mad Esports, I believe, but they do get eliminated there. And Mori and the rest of Knockout get the job done. 5 eliminations now, but they do lose Punisher in the process. And they're probably going to lose Wada as well. MVP is the one doing it. MVP putting the knife in and twisting against Knockout, and they know 0-3 brothers unfortunately stopped dead in their tracks by NOVEX. And this is not what they were expecting. Knockout in trouble here because MVP most likely are going to press this. But if they fail and they lose out, this could be very, very devastating for MVP if they lose out at this stage, because 4 winners are still very much in the game here. They have taken 2. They have taken 2 eliminations. They know that it's Knockout. They know they need to do the job right here. They know they need to wrap this up. Lord for GASCOM has been stopped out. He's using the ecstatic so far of having to deal with all of the teams that he has, or rather they have encountered so far. But there's a lot to take away, you know, for some of these teams. They have a whole lot to take away from this. We've had a outstanding tournament so far, but it all takes a little bit something extra. Knockout, they've taken themselves into a high upper ground. Alush with a spray and a half. Mori peeks out and does take damage, but fortunately for them, they did put themselves in a very good spot. At least they are shielded for the meantime. Nobody can really press them at that angle, but they don't have the numbers. And 4 winners can't press either. Neither can MVP. MVP, on the other hand, the only team on the eastern side of the map and uncontested. They are all alone on that eastern side. And that tells you how the prerequisite of that angle is met. Gaskia sight line onto GES as well, but nothing untoward. Movers and shakers, you can see them. NOVEX putting in the work here. NOVEX do not want to finish in last place. I'm pretty sure that that's why they're cooking so hard. They don't want to finish in last place. They want Persecutors to finish in last place. You know, I'm pretty sure that that's just what this is right now. 3 eliminations so far. You know, shifting the gears, putting in the work in the last game of the day, the last game of the group stages as well. Doesn't get any better than that, you know. Potentially could be doing everything right here, but we're going to see how far their resolve can actually get. Mori has been pout in his mouth there. Piano getting caught out on a bicycle. Sleeping on a bicycle. How rough. 4 winners down to a solo now. And stopped at the hands of Knockout Esports again. Knockout creeping up. 7 eliminations And they're down to the duo. This dangerous dynamic duo. We've seen them win chicken dinners with far less. And it looks like they might be able to do this again. 4 winners. And that is the job well done. 4 winners eliminated. They go out in spite at the hands of Knockout Esports. What rivalry. And now Knockout Esports have the opportunity to climb over 4 winners into the top 3. Paradox takes a grenade. Oh, that was not a grenade. That was a planted C4. He goes out. And now 3 Crown Esports could be in some trouble here. Grenade could be launched in. NOVEX are circling around. Persecuters still in the mix. 3 Crown Esports, the job is not done. It is not done just yet. But 15 peaks out. He's going to be getting dropped off as well. And now there is trouble for 3 Crown Esports, but they have managed to kill the storm. 6 eliminations and counting. If they can deal with Soul Man, because he is the main man for NOVEX, again, they catch another one with the DBS, but Lights is exposed. And it looks like it might be MVP's Mori from Knockout instead. Catches like off guard. 2 players knocked away for 3 Crown Esports. This would be a nasty piece of business if 3 Crown Esports get eliminated here. As you can see, they are taking this one step at a time, but not a lot of time is left. Playzone has shifted away. MVP very blessed, and so is Knockout Esports in the south. They have the zone for themselves. They're not losing out on this one at all. Nothing is going to stand in their way. They are ready to hold out the entire south as a duo. We've seen them do this before, but they have to be very resilient. They have to make sure that 3 Crown Esports do not make it across. 3 Crown Esports are much closer to MVP than they would like. And MVP have not secured that many eliminations at this stage. They are potentially on their way to a chicken dinner just by the sheer numbers they have and the control of the zone. And take a look at that. AC, Ancient Champions, getting the job done and putting a stop to the guys from 3 Crown Esports. Foul play just up ahead. They could turn this around as well on their own lonesome. It could go either way. Psycho makes the advance up, but he's spotted as well. And that's going to be the end of the road for the Ancient Champions. They stay in 9th. Can Foul Play muster something special here to get themselves into that top 10? Kage makes the advance again. They roll through, spinning the block into a virtuous position. But Paradox is going to be spotted by Mori, and Knockout Esports could be the ones putting 3 crowns into the last chance qualifiers instead. And things could be diabolical here, as MVP will strike the range and eliminate 3 Crown Esports. Knockout Esports still very much in the mix here. Foul play pulling up to the scene. Mori continues the assault. What a grenade from Mori. What a grenade from Mori. Over the top. Gaskia goes down. Knockout Esports, the job's not done for them either. A chicken dinner has to be the only resolve. Darksin now makes the play over to the other side. And they are in a little bit of a dip here. They can't afford to get caught in between. Foul play also making a play for it. They want to improve their position. A little bit of a peek from Darksin again onto Revenge. He gets knocked away. Right now, MVP, what is keeping them afloat is the fact that they have all of their players up and still potentially they could get a chicken dinner up here. Mori hung around there a little bit too long and took way too much damage, but was able to beat the press in time. Revenge spotted out. Darksin continues to apply the pressure on that position again and again. He doesn't let up. He doesn't stop. Foul play eliminated. Now it's MVP against Knockout Esports. Mori's caught out. Again, he's going to be knocked away. Grenade to follow suit. Darksin, what is his play? What is the call going to be? Is he going to press forward? Is he going to go for the pickup? He does. He knows that he can play better with his teammate. This has to be the highest level of teamwork you will ever see today. But Revenge has to be very careful because this reset is coming through and he might be getting spotted out. Over to the top again. Big spray with the UMP. Goes for the second. Feint right. Left, right again. Big spray. Tries for the second. He's trying to force them out, but unfortunately they will overwhelm. But it gives just enough time for Mori to get the spray. Mori for 2. Mori for 3. But unfortunately, Knockout Esports almost did it. But MVP will reign supreme. But what a performance from Mori. If he had clutched there, that would have been surely sending 3 Crown Esports back in time. My goodness. Going into the final game of the day. You wouldn't see it anywhere else but in La Coupe d'Africana, ladies and gentlemen. What a finish. MVP getting the chicken dinner with 6 eliminations. It is not a bad shout. But they had to do it this way. They had to do it. And what a finish it came. Wow. Incredible. 7k in heals as well. 57 knocks. Still lesser than what we had in the previous game. 2 green eliminations this time around, much less as compared to the other game, and 28 assists. And take a look at that. 2k damage points for Knockout Esports, 19 points secured as opposed to 16 from MVP. Ladies and gentlemen, it is very, very close between these two and 3 Crown Esports, because 3 Crown Esports did put a lot of work inside of this game, but they got eliminated. I believe they got 11 points, if I'm not mistaken. Was it enough as opposed to 19 from Knockout Esports? I'm not too certain. I'm not too certain at all. This is so mind-boggling. But 19 to 16, MVP putting in a masterclass of a performance. It's unfortunate that it just fell off the way. Mori, what a player this guy is for Knockout Esports. What a player he is. And I talked about this, their performance. They were very, very good in Miramar, and they started to ramp up the eliminations as the means to go on. 10 elims for Mori, 1400 in damage points, 11 knocks. Man, this guy was absolutely incredible. 25 minutes on the clock for Knockout Esports. No pressure. They lost 2 players, didn't phase them. They still continue to press. You gotta love it. 4 for Light for 3 Crown Esports. Alush with 3 for Revenge as well, and Soulman from NOVEX finally getting his own flowers. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you make an omelette. You break a few eggs. The eggs have been broken, and it's a well-deserved turnout in what we've seen so far. But let's take a look at the standings. How many points did the rest of the teams fare with? FOWLPLAY getting 10, MVP with 16, 3 Crown Esports with 11 points. My word, 11 points. Oh, so close. But I'm not even sure. Did they do enough? Because it's so close. 19 to 16 to 11. 10 for FOWLPLAY. Asian Champions with 5. Persecutors with 5. NOVEX as well with 5. Sidemen with 4. Did 10 points get FOWLPLAY into the top 10 so they can play in the last chance? I'm not even sure. Sidemen sharing 4 points apiece with Headquarters. And Ego Esports with 2 with GASCOM and O3 and 4 winners. 4 winners they fell off a mountain. 1 elimination for Navy Seals, 0 for Knockout Cartel, and 0 for Mad Esports. Mad Esports also fell off a cliff. These guys didn't even add any points. They started off really strong, but unfortunate. Piano is the MVP. Again, this is something I talk about. Imagine being the MVP, but your team doesn't qualify. Nasty business. But he's still going to have a chance one more time in the last chance stages. But Olga is there with 20 LMs, still chased him all down to the very end. Light with 17 and Joy with 19. And Clips with 16 for the MVPs. And take a look at that. Oh! 3 Crown Esports did just enough. Just enough to finish in the top 2. 4 points. Yeah, the chicken dinner from The chicken dinner from Knockout Esports would have done the job. Unfortunate, so unfortunate for them. MVP finished strongly, 89 to the good, but imagine that 76 qualifies you here, but 81 doesn't qualify in Group B. 4 winners with 61, O3 Brothers with 53, Headquarters with 52, Navy SEALs with 51, and Sidemen with 45. On the other side of things, who makes it into the top 10? Did FOWLPLAY manage to do the job? Yes, they did. FOWLPLAY makes it into the top 10 by the skin of their teeth as well. 39 points with Ancient Champions with 41, so they will get a chance in the last chance qualifiers. Knockout Cartel, unfortunately, will not. GASCOM Esports, Mad Esports, Ego, Persecutors, and NOVEX will have to say goodbye to La Coupe d'Africana Season 3. Ladies and gentlemen, what a party it has been. Cartel did get themselves that chicken dinner in the first game, 12 eliminations as well, 13 points for NOVEX in match number 2, and 13 points as well for our O3 Brothers in the second Erangel of the day, and then we wrapped things up with MVP getting that chicken dinner, well deserved as well. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been the match today. Congratulations to 3 Crown Esports. They did it, but by the skin of their teeth. Knockout Esports will have to try one more time inside of the last chance qualifier. So ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. We will bring you the last chance qualifier in just a couple of days. But until then, it's Priest out. See you at the last chance.